You are in the right place if you're a beginner. Welcome to Beginner's Yoga. This is Yoga for Flexibility. My name is Leslie Fightmaster. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to move through some postures today. I would recommend having 2 blocks that look like that. I only have one, I'm sitting on the other. And roll out your mat, put on something comfortable, and we'll get started. Make sure to subscribe to this channel because when you practice yoga, you feel better. We'll begin sitting. Take a comfortable seat, sit up as tall as you can. Lift your chest. Start your ujjayi breathing in and out through the nose. And then let's make our way onto our backs with the knees bent. Continue your ujjayi breathing. Steady breath in and out through the nose. And see if you can start to lengthen each inhale and exhale as you draw your right knee into your chest. Circle right ankle in one direction. And then circle it in the other direction. Keep the left knee bent for now. If you're comfortable with it, you can straighten out the left knee as you keep hugging your right knee in towards your chest. Flex both ankles, but let your shoulder blades relax and make sure to soften your jaw. Inhale, extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. Hold on behind the right leg. You could also hold down closer to the calf or the foot, or you can just hold on to your pant leg if the leg needs to come a little more forward, but try to straighten the knee as much as you can. Continue to relax the shoulders and the jaw and breathe. Bend the left knee. Take your right ankle just past the left knee and flex your right ankle. You can stay right here or draw the left leg in toward the chest, holding on behind the thigh. You could also hold on to the left shin and go a little deeper if you'd like, but draw your right hip forward either way. Take a couple breaths here, stretching out the hip, and then release it. Both knees bent, feet onto the floor, hips width apart. And now hug your left knee into your chest. Again, keeping the right knee bent. Begin to circle left ankle in one direction and circle the other way. You're welcome to keep the right knee bent if you wish. You could also opt to straighten it out. It will make it a little more intense. Hold on to the left shin here, flexing both ankles, pointing toes up toward the ceiling. Draw your left hip gently forward so your hips are level. Breathe. Another long breath here. And then inhale, extend the left leg up toward the ceiling and hold on behind the thigh, or you can hold on to the pant leg. If you're a little more flexible, you can hold on down by the ankle. But remember, it never matters how deeply you get into a stretch. It's not about flexibility, it's about maintaining your stability as you stretch out your muscles. So that's why we flex the ankles to keep the muscles engaged in the legs. Take another breath here. Relaxing shoulders, relaxing jaw. Then inhale, bend the right knee. Take your left ankle just past the right knee. Stay right here, stretching the hip. Or you can draw the right knee in toward the chest, holding on behind the thigh. Could also hold the shin. Either way, draw your left hip gently forward to keep the hips level. Checking in with breath, make sure your inhales and exhales are equal in length. Relaxing shoulders, relaxing jaw. Release both feet. And now roll yourself off to your right side. And just pause a moment here. Use your left hand, press yourself up slowly, let your head come up last. And now make your way onto your hands and knees. Line up your wrists under your shoulders with your knees underneath your hips. Pull your ribs and belly in. Inhale. Bring your chest forward. Lift your chin and tailbone gently. Exhale. Round your back, chin to our chest. Draw your ribs and belly in and up. Press away from the floor. Again, inhale, coming forward. Draw your shoulder blades gently toward the waist. As you exhale, start to round the back, chin toward chest, tucking the tail gently. Inhale slowly again, bring the chest forward, widen across the chest. Lift your chin and tailbone up. Exhale, round the back, pull the ribs and belly in, drop your tailbone. Inhale, come forward, lifting chin and tailbone up. And exhale, slowly rounding the back, chin toward chest, warming up the spine. Now tuck your toes under and walk your hands back toward your knees. Start to press yourself up and bring your hands to your shins and then fold forward over your legs. Bend your knees here as much as you like for this one. Let your head hang down. Bring your hands again to your shins or above the knees. Then hands to hips, and with a nice long spine, come all the way up to standing and walk to the front of your mat. Take your feet together or hips width apart. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. Pull up on your kneecaps to firm your leg muscles and pull your belly in and up. Lengthen your sitting bones toward your heels and widen across your chest. Grab your block, put it between your inner thighs, give it a little squeeze. Squeeze it from the outer hips in towards center. Continue to lengthen your tailbone toward your heels. Lift your chest and widen across your collarbones. Keep your chin level with the floor. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up. Make sure your ribs didn't puff out. Draw them in. You can have your hands in front of your shoulders, your arms in front of the shoulders, or you can take your arms wide if you have any tightness in the shoulders. And then exhale, palms face down as you bring the hands back down. Inhale, palms facing up as you sweep out, around, and up. Make sure your elbows are straight. Watch the ribs, watch the low back not overarching. Instead, pull ribs in, lengthen lower back. Soften shoulder blades and then face your palms out. Exhale. Take the arms down. Once again, inhale. Sweep the arms out, around, and up. Ribs and belly in. Lengthen through the low back. Exhale, face your palms out and bring them down by your sides. Now we'll move the block off to the side again. And turn in the middle of your mat, facing the long way. Bring your hands to your hips and step your feet out wide. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel, so let your toes point in just a little bit toward each other. Hands on hips. Widen your collarbones and then take your arms out to shoulder height. Point your fingers down. Look and see if they could touch your ankles. If they can, then your legs are wide enough. And then bring your arms back down by your sides and step your feet back together. Tadasana. Feet hips width or together. Outer edges of feet parallel. Firm the legs, lift the chest and belly. Now step out again, nice and wide. Make sure your toes point in a little bit toward each other. Press your inner thighs back. Lengthen your tailbone down. Take your arms out, around, and up as you inhale. Relax your shoulder blades gently. Make sure your ribs are still in and up. Exhale, bring the arms back down by your sides. Again, inhale, circle the arms out, around, and up. Look up if that's okay with your neck. Exhale, palms facing out as you take them down by your sides. Inhale again, circle the arms out, around, and up. Reach up nice and tall. Exhale, palms facing out as you bring them back down. Walk your feet back in toward the center of your mat. Together or hip socket distance apart. Lift your chest. Inhale. Bring your hands to your chest. Hold your breath. Bend the knees. Jump. Exhale. Take the arms out. If jumping doesn't work for you, stick with stepping. Arms out, inhale, hold the breath in, bend the knees, jump or step, bring the hands to the chest. Exhale. Inhale, hold the breath in, bend the knees, jump arms out, and exhale. Now turn your right leg all the way out, bring your back toes in a little bit. Line up your front heel with your back arch. Taking the arms at shoulder height, take an inhale here. As you exhale, bend your right knee over your ankle. Keep your chest nice and wide. Drop your front hip down, draw it underneath you as best you can. Press your back thigh back and lift your back inner thigh gently. Then inhale, straighten the leg and just let your arms come down. Inhale, arms at shoulder height. Exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Make sure your knee is right above your ankle and point it straight over your middle toes. That's important. Face your palms up. Inhale, straighten the leg. Reach the arms up. Exhale, palms facing down as you come back to warrior two. Knee over ankle. We're going to do this a couple times. So inhale, straighten the leg, reach up, arms by ears. Exhale, palms face out. Bend the knee over the ankle. Make sure it's still over the middle toes. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach up through the arms. Exhale, face your palms out and bend the knee. Drop the front hip down. Holding here for a couple breaths. Press into the front heel. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Lengthen all four sides of the waist. Keep the chest wide. Now straighten the front leg and bring your feet to parallel. From the hip, turn your left leg all the way out. Bring your back toes in slightly, lining up front heel with back arch. You can even draw a line like I did. Take the arms up to shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Make sure it's right in line with the middle toes. Lift your chest, widen your collarbones. Shoulder blades gently toward the waist. Then inhale, straighten the leg and just take your arms by your sides. Inhale, arms to shoulder height. Exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Shift your gaze over your fingertips of the left arm. Now straighten the leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slowly bend the knee back over the ankle. Make sure it's in line with the middle toes. Inhale, face the palms up as you slowly straighten the leg. Exhale, slowly bend it again, tracking in line with the ankle and the middle toes. Press your back thigh straight back. Lift up through your back inner thigh. Inhale, straighten in the legs, arms up by ears. Exhale, slowly bend the knee over the ankle. Take the arms to shoulder height. Make sure the back arm is as high as the front. Holding here, press into the front heel through the outer edge of the back foot. Then straighten the leg, inhale, arms out, either stepping or hopping feet together, and then release the arms by your sides. Feet are hip socket distance apart or together. Make sure toes point in a little toward each other. Then inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. Palms facing each other, and then exhale, bring them back down by your sides. Bring hands to hips, step your feet out again wide. Make sure they're wide enough, so if you had your arms out, fingers pointing down, they would be as wide as the ankles. Turn your right leg all the way out, back toes in slightly, heel to arch with your feet, arms at shoulder height. Exhale, bend into the right leg. Lean forward this time. Take your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over in line with your ear. Now with your right hand, pull your bottom ribs forward and press your top ribs back. Almost like you could turn and face your belly button toward the ceiling. Take the arm by the ear, spin your tricep forward, and then inhale, come up. Straighten the legs, release the arms. Again, arms to shoulder height, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Lean your torso forward, take your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and then bring it to the bottom ribs to pull them forward. Reach it up again. Turn your pinky toward the long side of your mat and then sweep it in line with your ear. You could slide your right hand down to your ankle if you want to go a little bit deeper, or keep the form on the thigh. Lengthen your torso all the way from your fingertips to the outer edge of your back foot. Press the front heel to come up, inhale. Straighten the leg, release the arms. Feet to parallel. Turn your left leg all the way out, the back toes in a little bit. Make sure you line up heel to arch with your feet. Arms out at shoulder height. Exhale, bend the left knee over the ankle and make sure it lines up. Then lean forward, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up and over. Bring your right hand to your bottom ribs. Slide them across your rib cage to open up your chest and belly toward the ceiling. And then return that top arm by your ear. Relax your shoulder blades toward the waist. This is called side angle pose or Parsvakonasana. Inhale, come on up, and then straighten the leg and release the arms. Once again, inhale, arms to shoulder height. Exhale, bend the left knee over the ankle. Lean your torso forward. Take left forearm to left thigh. Bring your right hand to the bottom ribs. Pull them forward. Reach the right arm up. Turn your pinky toward the long side of the mat. And then wrap your right arm in line with your ear. Draw your shoulder blades gently toward the waist. Press your back thigh straight back. Lifting back inner thigh gently up. Keep that knee in line with the middle toes. Press it toward the little toe side of the foot. Come on up as you inhale. Straighten the leg. Point your feet forward. Toes in a little, hands to hips. Open your chest. Inhale. Look up to lengthen your spine. Hinge from your hip creases as you exhale. Come forward. Remember, your buns will go back as you come forward. Fingertips to the floor or a block. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Keep the spine nice and long. Pull your ribs and belly in from your outer hips in. Then hands to hips, come up with a nice straight back. Grab a block. Bring it to the center of your mat. Hands to hips again. Firm the legs by pulling up on the kneecaps. Look up, inhale. Exhale again, hinging from the hip creases. Come forward with a long spine. Take your hands onto the block. Lengthen your spine. Look up, inhale. Pull your ribs and belly in. Firming outer hips and inner thighs. You can also place your hands on the floor and the mat if you'd like. But firm the legs, hands to hips with a long spine. Come on up. And arms up, inhale, hold the breath. Either step or hop. Hands to chest, exhale. Release the hands and move your block out of the way. Turn back to face the front of the mat. Come on down to your hands and your knees. Take your hips off to one side and extend the legs in front of you. Sit up nice and tall and roll yourself onto your back. Take your feet so heels are underneath your knees with your knees bent. Press into the heels, pull your belly in and up. As you inhale, lift up and reach your arms overhead. This is a gentle bridge. Exhale, lower down one vertebra at a time. Bring your arms by your sides. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Lift hips, low back, mid back, maybe upper back as your arms reach by the ears. Exhale, slowly take your arms down by your sides as you lower one vertebra at a time. Keep your heels under the knees. Press into the heels. Inhale, lift, reaching arms up and over. And exhale, lower down one vertebra at a time. Now hug your right knee into your chest and extend your left leg out onto the mat. Take a breath here. And now take your right leg all the way across to the left side. If that's too intense, then bend your left knee as well. Look over your right shoulder as long as that's okay on your neck. Take a long breath here. And then inhale, make your way back to center. Bend the knees and hug your left knee into your chest as you extend your right leg forward. Holding onto the left shin, or you could hold behind the left thigh. Exhale, bring it across over to the right side, looking over your left shoulder for a twist. So if that's too intense to keep your right leg straight, please bend the knee. And if it bothers your neck, of course, looking over the left shoulder, then look straight up toward the ceiling. Inhale, make your way back to center. Hug both knees into your chest and lengthen your sitting bones toward the floor. Gently rock yourself side to side. And then release your feet to the floor. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees as you extend your legs. Draw your shoulder blades gently toward your waist. Close your eyes. Allow your feet to flop open. Arms away from your side with your palms up. And now just come into natural breathing. Forget about your breath and relax. Our quote today comes from T.S. Eliot. Every moment is a fresh beginning. And I'll be back in a moment as you rest. Begin to take some longer breaths. And then slowly begin to make some movements in your fingers and your toes and your hands and your feet. Bring your arms overhead for a nice long stretch. Emma the kitty says hello. Bend your knees and roll yourself off to your right side. Just pausing here a moment. Thank yourself for taking your practice. And then slowly make your way up to seated. Take a comfortable seat. Crossing at your shins. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. And bring your hands to your forehead to remind you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And the hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Great job, Yogi. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. For more practice, go to fightmasteryoga.com, hit the class of the day, and then enter the beginner section. I'll see you next time. Bye.